Mr. President, today is the 16th anniversary of an amazing event in the history of the United States. Millions of Americans can remember a time when access to affordable health care was just not a reality in America. It was a time when you had a pre-existing condition, you or your family, you could be disqualified from any health insurance coverage because of it. And being uninsured was a reality for those who just weren't healthy and wealthy enough to afford it. 16 years ago today, it all changed when President Obama signed the Affordable Care Act into law, opening the door to quality, affordable health coverage for more than 30 million Americans. This transformed our health care system. Suddenly, no one could be denied insurance coverage because of a pre-existing condition. Addiction and mental health coverage were no longer optional, they were required in health insurance plans. And young adults could remain on their parents' plans until they reached the age of 26. Casting my vote for the Affordable Care Act is something I'm proud of and will never forget. But now, that law is under attack. Donald Trump and some Republicans in Congress have tried relentlessly to repeal the Affordable Care Act. They called it Obamacare, mocking it. And while they haven't succeeded outright, they've jeopardized its benefits for millions of Americans. Last summer, Republicans in the majority in Congress passed their so-called One Big Beautiful Bill, the Trump budget, which cut Medicaid by $1 trillion and slashed the Affordable Care Act by $300 billion, which will result in more than 10 million people in America losing their health insurance. Have you ever lived without health insurance with a family? Have you ever had a child who was sick and you had no health insurance? You'll never forget as long as you live. I've been there. To make matters worse, Republicans in Congress also refused to extend the ACA's enhanced premium tax credit last year. The fallout of that Republican decision has been devastating to millions of American families. They've contacted my office and the office of every one of us with both parties and explained to people what happened to their health insurance premiums because of that decision in the Trump Big Beautiful Budget Bill. Millions of Americans have had to forego insurance or watch their premiums double or triple. The peace of mind that the Affordable Care Act brought to millions of Americans is fading away, and we must build the momentum to reverse these cuts and address the shortcomings of our healthcare system. I want to work with my colleagues on both sides of the aisle to improve healthcare for everyone, but we need buy-in from our Republican colleagues to move forward, something they have refused to do to this point.